Everyone, this is real estate coach Craig Proctor. Hope you're having a great day. Hey, we're going to talk about how to make money using social media. You guys spend a lot of time on social media, right? Lots of time. I want to talk to you overall about how you spend your time as well. Too much time is wasted on non-productive activities. You know, it's funny because I've coached realtors for over 30 years, and they always have reasons why they can't get to the most important things in their day. But when I ask them a bunch of questions about what they do all day long, they spend an enormous amount of time in doing wasteful activities. So how many of you have caught yourself wasting a lot of time on social media? I'm not doing that. I'm spending time making money on social media, and so are the 30,000 Craig Proctor members. So we're going to talk about how to do that today. The great thing about social media is it's going to help you with the biggest battle that every real estate agent has. Okay, the biggest battle real estate agents have is obscurity. Obviously, people need to know who you are before they can contact you. And what better way to create omnipresence, create this massive awareness in your marketplace than using social media? So I'm going to explain the strategy that I used because like 3 years ago, I didn't have much of a social media presence at all. Didn't really understand it. Had the same issues that many of you have, like, you know, I don't like being on camera. I feel kind of awkward or uncomfortable with it. All of this can be acquired. You know, I started doing live seminars for real estate agents back in 1995. I had the same problem back then, right? I was kind of freaked out going on stage, talking to thousands of agents. And now it really doesn't bother me that much. So you can acquire this stuff, right? You can get over that. And a lot of it is just, it's just in our head, you know. I don't like the way I look, or I don't like the way I sound. Well, folks, when you show up at a listing presentation, this is how you look, right? This is how you sound. So a lot of this is just head stuff. So we'll talk a little bit about how to get beyond that because you want to be successful. And this is a wonderful tool that you can use inexpensively. Like I'm talking to you right now, this isn't costing me a penny. I'm going to be giving you a presentation today. So there will be thousands of realtors that watch this. Some of you know who I am. You've been following me for a long time. You're a so-called Craig Proctor lifer, right? But there's others that I'm meeting for the very first time. So the great thing about social media is when you know your stuff, and I know you guys know what you're talking about, you can do a presentation to thousands of buyers and seller prospects in your marketplace, and it doesn't cost you any money. We're going to talk about also how you can retarget very inexpensively and create omnipresence. You know, in today's marketing world, prospects need to see you more than once, right? Back in the day, you know, way back in the day, we'd run an ad in a newspaper or we'd be in front of the prospect once. It might be a billboard or whatever. Today, inexpensively, we can be everywhere they go. Another complaint I get from realtors is, hey, the prospects aren't picking up their phone. Well, that may be true. It is more difficult for sure to get prospects to answer their phone, but I'm going to show you how to be in their phone. You're going to be on their news feed. You have to be where the prospects are, right? You have to be where the prospects are. Now, the other thing I want to talk about is it's more than just creating an awareness. So what I said a minute ago is true. If people don't know you, obviously they can't call you, they can't do business with you, but great marketing is truly about more than just creating an awareness. You have to have a message with substance. You have to be talking about something that's important to them. You have to, in your messaging, get them interested so they keep watching you, and you need to be selling yourself. It can't be all about yourself, but you've got to weave that in so prospects understand what makes you different and better than the other realtors. You know, being different actually is just way easier than being better. And if you're different and you stand out, prospects are going to remember who you are. They're going to understand what makes you different and, in a way, what makes you better. And they're going to call you. And that's what happened to me. So first of all, before we get into this, is this sound of interest? Let me know in the comments. Boom. Let me know right now. Type in the comment. Do you want to know more? Because if not, I can just go do something else. But if you want to know more about exactly how to do this, let me know in the comments. Hit the thumbs up. Maybe give me like a little little heart thing there. And also, and this is important, let me know what marketplace you operate in. Let me know the name of the city and the state that you operate in. You're like, well, why does Craig want to know that? Because I want to get you referrals. Do you know that I have 30,000 agents, right? Every single day, we have realtors contacting my office looking for referrals. An agent in a marketplace where they don't know anybody, where they want to refer a buyer or a seller. If you believe me, the biggest battle we fight is obscurity. Right now, you've got an opportunity for free to type in your city and state, where you operate, okay? And we collect these, and I don't take any of the money. We just send them out. So let us know what marketplace you're in, and let's start making some money right now with Craig Proctor. Okay, so for those of you who joined a little bit late, we're talking about how to actually make money on social media. Not waste your time, not sit there looking at whatever you I am not on there for like entertainment purposes. I'm using social media to make money. I'll give you an example. Right now, all of you that are watching me have been automatically pixeled by Facebook. So you don't need to understand how pixeling works. It's just like a little cookie. So Facebook knows who you are. Now, I don't know who you are, right? But Facebook does. And I'm going to ask you guys a question. What would be best today? Having a prospect's, phone number and their email address, understanding it's hard to get them on the phone and a lot of emails go right into spam, they get unread. Would it be better to have their phone number or their email, or would it be better to have them pixeled? Now, I know some of you are going to say, well, all three, right? I want all of it. Of course, but if you had to pick one, there's an argument that pixeling might be best because many of you are here today because you've seen my stuff before. What happened was, think about this, you watched some of my prior content. You watched some of my presentations on social media and you were pixeled. And now I can push my content out to you very inexpensively for about 2 pennies a piece. I have over 400,000 realtors that have watched my stuff over the last couple of years that are pixeled. So when I'm done here, if I really like this, I could send this out to 400,000 agents for 2 pennies a piece. Now, I'm giving you a presentation, and if I'm successful, you watch this, you say, I kind of like Craig. I think he knows his stuff. I've built credibility. I've built some trust. Maybe I've built some authority. And some of you will become clients. Well, it's the same thing for you. Let's teach you how to do this in your marketplace. Okay, so let's go back to the first thing is we got to get out of our head about, being worked up about getting on social media. Just do it. That's how you get better at it. When I started going live on Facebook, if you look back at my older videos from 3 years ago, I look at them anyway. I'm like, yeah, I kind of sucked. But then I did it more and I sucked less. And then I was like, okay, now I think I'm pretty good at it, right? I don't even think about it. Just boom, hit let's go live and let's do it. It's the same thing when you first got into real estate, right? The first listing presentation, you were nervous and the voice in the back of your mind is like, oh, they're probably never going to list with me. And then over time, you become really good and you become really confident. And then the voice in your mind is like, I can't believe I didn't get that listing. You walk into the house, I can't believe that everyone doesn't list with me. It's the confidence thing here. So you want to be confident. It's going to happen with practice. It's better to go live on Facebook. So that's the first thing I want you to do. And you might be thinking, well, there's nobody following me yet on my business page. That's cool. We're going to show you how to get followers, but that's not really where the money is made. A lot of people mistaken that. They're like, well, Craig's got whatever 20,000 people that follow him on this business page, and I've got 100. The people that are going to watch this you're going to take these Facebook Lives and you're going to push them out as an ad, okay? So now you can decide who you want to get your Facebook Live. Like today, I'm live, it's costing me nothing, but this video tomorrow, or later today if I wanted to, can be an ad. Basically, I push it out. It's a paid ad. So all of you can do this. It's a super small budget. The next thing after you get over, I don't like what I look like. I don't like, how I sound. That's the first thing. The next thing is, well, what do I talk about? Let me know in the comments if that kind of holds you back a little bit. You guys agree with this? You got to get over the self, being awkward about getting on camera, number one. Number two is like, I don't know what to say. And I'm going to push back with, yes, you do. You all know what to say. Wouldn't you guys agree that you know more about buying and selling real estate than the prospects do? True or false? Let me know in the comments. Do you know more about the home buying process or the home selling process than your prospects? Absolutely. So what I want you to start off with is talking about things that you know. See, what causes lack of confidence is when you're talking about something you don't understand, something you don't know. But there are subjects inside of real estate that you know like the back of your hand. So let's look at the most common questions that prospects ask you every day. Okay, so let me give you a couple examples. How do I qualify for financing, or how do I get the best loan? How do I buy a home when I already own a home? How do I pass a home inspection? What are the biggest mistakes that buyers make when they buy a home, and how do I avoid them? What are the biggest mistakes that sellers make, and how do I avoid those seller mistakes? How about this? How many of you, through your experience over the years, you are confident that you could give a home seller, before they list their home, you could offer a home seller valuable advice on how they could prepare their home for sale? Inexpensive things that this seller could do to prepare their home for sale. What would they be? Well, you're going to walk through the house. You're going to say, well, we could neutralize the house. Maybe they got some weird paint or whatever. That would be inexpensive. We could get the carpets cleaned. We could rearrange the furniture. We could do a little bit of landscaping. How many of you, honestly, in your heart, have that knowledge? You believe you have that knowledge. And if the seller took your advice, they probably could sell their home for another $5,000 or $10,000. Why don't you talk about that? Think of all the great stuff that you know, all the questions that buyers and sellers are asking you over and over and over again. You know the answers. So that's what I started doing. I've been, in real estate for 30 years. So I just started talking about what I know. And in the beginning, not many people watched, and then I kind of got better with it. And then more people were watching. And then here's the next thing I did. As Facebook starts slow, but then it snowballs. Now, the next thing that happens, and that'll happen with this session that we're doing right now, when I'm done, I will share this presentation onto Twitter. There's a share button right down here. Just share to Twitter, and boom, this video presentation, this Facebook Live, will be shared on Twitter. Now, I can also take this video and I can share it on YouTube. Okay, I can repurpose this on YouTube, which I'm going to do. I promise you, if you go to my YouTube channel, if you're not following me on YouTube, by the way, you should do that. Just go to Craig Proctor, find me, follow. And if you're not following me here on Facebook, you're missing the boat, because I go live with good stuff all the time. Make sure you turn on notifications. And if you like what I'm talking about right now, show me some love. Hit the little heart button. If you could do that for me, please, a little heart button or the thumbs up. Number one, I like it because it gives me positive feedback. But the other reason I like you to give me a thumbs up or the little heart button there is what that tells Facebook is people like this, okay? And this is called engagement. And the way the Facebook algorithm works is the more of you that smash on the little heart button or the thumbs up, or you give me a comment saying, hey, Craig, I like this, the Facebook algorithm says, oh, people really like Craig's stuff, and they actually will show this Facebook Live, this video, to more people. More people will see it. Well, you want to do the same thing, right? So what could you say when you're doing a Facebook Live? You could say to prospects in your area, hey, what do you think is going to happen in our local area this year? Do you think prices are going to continue to go up? Do you think they'll stay the same? Or do you think the prices are going to go down? Okay, and then as soon as the prospects answer, boom, that's an engagement, an interaction with Facebook. The algorithm says, holy cow, people really like this, they like this video, and they'll show it to more people. Okay, so that's why, I'll ask you questions. Plus, I want to get you engaged, right? Like, nobody wants to just sit there watching a talking head. I want to have a conversation with you folks the best I can. So I'm like, do you like this stuff? Do you have any questions? What's going on? It serves two purposes. You engage with your audience, but it shows the algorithm within Facebook, hey, this is really good stuff, and it will actually share your content with more people. Okay, so how do I edit this stuff? Look, I don't mess around with editing it. And that holds some of you back. What holds some of you back is, well, I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to take my Facebook Live and I don't know how to edit it and get it onto LinkedIn and get it onto YouTube and get it onto Instagram and Instagram Reels. Doesn't matter. You're going to hire somebody to do it. Okay, so we teach you, well, how do I hire somebody? Look, I don't know how to change the oil in my car. Okay, there's a lot of things. I don't know when I press the start button on the car, I don't know why that works. I'm just glad it does, right? So there's lots of things in life that we don't need to know how it works, and you shouldn't be doing this stuff anyway, right? Just like I don't want you running around getting keys cut, right? Taking pictures of houses or making feature sheets. You may know how to do it, but that doesn't necessarily mean you should be doing it. I know how to drive my dry cleaning into the dry cleaner, but I don't do it. I know how to wash my car, but I don't wash my car. If somebody else, I know how to cut the grass. You guys see where I'm going? Same thing with social media. Let's start making some money here, guys. It's so easy to, if I can do it, you can do it. Okay, if I can do it, a lot of you are younger than me. If I can do it, you can do it. And look what I've accomplished here. Take a look at this. My content is some of the most watched content in the entire real estate industry. Here's why. I know my stuff. I've been doing this for a long time. I've helped create more millionaire agents than either coach, trainer, or guru, and I became pretty good at social media. That's it. You guys are good at what you do. Get yourself out there. Start following my advice. Create the content. That's number one. You are the number one rainmaker for all you guys right now. Start creating content. You have the content. If you're a Craig Proctor coaching member, you could literally go to the Craig Proctor coaching site and go into the ad generator, and we have all kinds of content that you can repurpose. I've written out scripts. All you have to do is turn on the camera and start talking. You guys know how to do this. So get over whatever's holding you back. Now, if you want some more training on this, I've created a new training video. If Mickey could type into the comments below, you guys got to check this out. It's craigproctorsystem.com. So my assistant Mickey is going to type in to the comments below, craigproctorsystem.com. That's going to be a clickable link. Check out this new training video. Go check it out. I kind of explain the approach to you and, give you more information on like how to do this. Also, I have a big conference coming up, like huge, like 1,000 agents coming in California in a couple weeks. It's actually it's like 10 days. September 26th to the 28th. It's in Anaheim, California. But before you freak out, you can watch it virtually. You might be thinking, well, I can't, get to California in 9 days. That's cool. We stream the whole thing virtually. How many of you, let me know in the comments below if you'd like information on the 3-day conference. Okay, let me know. Now, let me sweeten the pot. If you like this, we're on here for like 20 minutes so far, okay? But imagine 3 days of me, the nitty-gritty, explaining exactly how to do this, you getting all your questions answered, you listen to me answering the questions of 1,000 other realtors. We give you step-by-step instructions and examples of how to be a successful marketer with using smart, modern marketing. What you're not going to hear? Craig Proctor is never going to tell you to go out and make cold calls. This is not about cold calling, door knocking, begging for referrals, sitting in open houses, doing floor time, all the crap they teach you guys to do. That's not how I became a millionaire real estate agent. And you guys know my story. I had my real estate license for 36 months. And I was named the number one RE/MAX agent in the entire world. How is that even possible? How's a guy come along, no sales experience, okay, never sold anything, don't know anything about marketing, green, right? I'm totally green, don't know what I'm doing. Tell you what I do. Like a dummy, I get into real estate the first year, I look around at what all the other idiots are doing, right? Cold calling, door knocking, all the dumb stuff. I'm ready to quit. But then I had nowhere to go. Like that's what happened to me. How many of you are like in that position? It's like, I really don't like the old school cold calling, door knocking, rejection, but I had nowhere else to go. So I had to figure it out. I became a student of marketing, and that's all it was. First year, I'm a failure. Within 24 months of that first failed year, I'm named the number one RE/MAX agent in the world. I sold over 10,000 homes, over $1 billion of real estate, and I've helped more real estate agents like you become millionaires than any other coach, trainer, guru. A lot of these fakers and pretenders, they're past students of mine, or they never even sold real estate. Go ask Tom Ferry. Hey, Tom, how many homes did you sell? When's the last time you sold a house? Did you ever have a real estate license? These are good questions. I mean, I would want to know. If I was you and I was looking for a mentor, I would want to know that my mentor actually was super successful doing the thing they're teaching me to do. How do you teach a real estate agent how to make $1 million a year in real estate if you, the coach, has never done it? Hey, if I want to become a great golfer, I'm going to make damn sure my golf coach is a good golfer. If I want to learn how to play tennis, I'm going to get a tennis coach that's excellent at the game. Not somebody that read a book, not somebody that heard about it from somebody else, not somebody that surrounds himself with other people that are successful. I want to hear from the person. How did they do it? That's the nitty-gritty advice you guys need. You know what I'm talking? How many of you would agree with this? You go to these seminars, you give away all this money for coaching, and they don't give you the nitty-gritty. Like they give you the 30,000-foot view. But when you ask the coach the specifics of, well, how do I do this? They can't answer you because they don't know how to do it. It's that simple. If you want information on the conference, let me know. Type in conference. I want to spend 3 days with Craig. It's virtually. You don't have to fly. It's better if you come in person. It's 100% better because you get to meet me and all the millionaire agents. You get to go out to lunch with them, and even just like at the end of the day, sitting around the bar having a drink, you get to understand what they do all day long. All the problems you've got, they've had. Think about that. Everything you want to do in real estate is already successfully been done by thousands of superstars in the Craig Proctor system. Why wouldn't you want to hang out with them? Here's what you're going to find. They're no different than you, right? You're going to become friendly with them. You're going to realize, well, if he can do it or she can do it, I can do it. Get yourself to the conference or at least watch it virtually. I'm going to give you a link right now. If Mickey or any of you type in CraigProctorSeminar.com, no spaces, just CraigProctorSeminar.com, you will see a very thorough website. Okay, now, let me show you how you can come at my risk, not yours. If you come and you don't like it, I'll give you all your money back. It's there in writing. The investment, I'll tell you right now, no trickery. It's, I don't know, like $400 or $500, whatever it is not an issue, right? If I show you how to get one more closing a month, do you care whether it's $400, $500? That's not an issue. But in writing, it says, if you don't like the conference, you shoot me an email, shows you the email address, and I'll give you all your money back. I don't need your money. I'm good. Okay? This is about you. What I want is your testimonial. What I want is to create millionaire agents. That's what turns me on at this point, right? I want to create millionaire agents. So if, like I've struck a vibe with you, right? You're like, hey man, I'm glad I found this guy. If my message resonates with you, get to the next step. Come and hang out with me. Spend 3 days at this conference. It will not only change your business, it'll change your life. I promise you, or just give you all your money back. Now, I also have information I've created, okay, a booklet on this subject of how you, as a newbie, or maybe you're experienced with social media, but I'm going to share with you what I do for free. So the best way to do that is we're going to have a link that Mickey's going to put in right now into the chat. Okay, and this link, I don't know what it says, but you'll figure it out. Mickey will write in free report or whatever we're going to call it. If you click on that link, okay, it'll take you to where you can download information that I'm giving all of you for free today on how I did it, how I started knowing nothing about social media, okay, how I inexpensively created an empire inside of social media, and how I teach other agents how to do it. Okay, it's easy. All you got to do is turn on the camera and start talking. You guys know what to do. You will get over it. You will find your voice. The more that you do of this, the better you'll become. Okay? Just like your listing presentation, right? You started off, you kind of sucked. Then you got better. Then you thought, I'm pretty good. And then you became unstoppable. How many of you have that confidence now? You get to the seller's house, you're like, there's no maybe about this. I'm going to get this listing, right? That happens from winning, and it happens gradually over time. You want to become a winner? You hang out with winners. not the people in your office, not the people complaining about, oh my God, interest rates are going, inflation, we're going into a recession. Yeah, that's probably all true. We are going into a recession. We're probably in a recession. But every time over the 30 years that the market has gone down, it's a recession, 9/11, whatever happens, my market share goes up. The market share of the Craig Proctor members go up because all the competitors back off and we crank it up. Because if you do the right things, even in a down market, there's an opportunity for you to grow and expand. Come and learn how. Okay, so one more thing I want to talk to you about. If you want to book a call with my team and I, if someone could type in proctorcall.com, just my name, proctorcall.com, you can go to my Acuity Daytimer, say, okay, I want to book Thursday at 1 o'clock or whatever works for you. We'll have a conversation about how my system can help you make more money and have a better life in real estate. We'll start out by asking you a bunch of questions. What are you doing now? Why are you doing it? Have you ever considered this? I promise you, the call with us isn't like some kind of sales pitch. It'll give you real information. At the end of it, you're like, hey, maybe I'd like to work with Craig closer, or maybe you'll say, no, I'm good. Either way is cool. I want to thank everybody for watching today. I hope you found this beneficial. If you did, give me a thumbs up, okay? Hit the like button, or even better, the little heart. Give me a little heart there. And you can share this with other realtors that you know that might benefit from this. Why don't you share it with your broker owner? Your broker wants to help the other agents. You might know someone else in your office is struggling right now. Everything you want to do in real estate's already been done, folks. We just got to connect you to the right people, get you the right information, and I know if you apply yourself, you're going to start to see great results. I want to thank you for watching this again. Love you guys all for being here, and we'll see you again next time. This is Real Estate Coach Craig Proctor. Have yourself an awesome day. Take care. This is Craig Proctor. Hey, I really hope you enjoyed that video. And listen, I've got a lot more information for you to help you grow your real estate business. You see, several times a week, I record new videos and I load them onto this YouTube channel. What I'd like you to do, if you'd like to access them, are two important things, and both are totally free. Number one is I'd like you to subscribe to this channel. You're going to see a little subscribe button for you to click on. And if you don't already have an account with YouTube, it's free for you to set it up. It's really easy, it's free, but you've got to subscribe to this channel. And the most important thing is to ring the little bell right next to the subscribe button. And that's going to let you know every time I load new money-making videos to help you grow your real estate business. So make sure you subscribe right now, you ring the little bell, and we'll see you on the next video.